I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, just give me some type of notification that you can hear me. I just saw a message says that somebody thinks my mic is off. But I double check. It looks like everything is on. Perfect. So here we go. So this is a motorcycle accident involved with a vehicle. Earlier, just a few minutes ago, I showed you the vehicle. We're going to go back to that because that's pretty much what we can see from this standpoint. They got the streets closed down here, 116th Street on the west side and Adam Clayton Power Boulevard. As you can see, the whole intersection is just shut down. Okay? So here's the vehicle that ended up almost into the scaffolding. And right behind that vehicle on the floor, I don't know if I can zoom in, but there's the motorcycle there. You can see that damage to the front end of that vehicle here. Okay, it's the police officer straight ahead. There we go. He's got a camera in his hand because he's actually taking pictures of the crime scene. Anytime there is a vehicle accident and victims are unconscious or unresponsive, they conduct a crime scene investigation. What's Unfortunately, I do not report this as citizen because there's certain reasons, but I do not report stuff on citizen. You're probably wondering why the crime scene, this accident, they taped off the whole intersection, both southbound and northbound, is because of where the victims landed um, when they got into the collision. So because we can't get over there, we're just right past the vehicle. There's a bus stop, and that's where the victims landed. So in order for crime scene to do an effective job, the police they just take the whole intersection and shut it down. With this, they can determine the speed of the vehicles. They can determine the point of impact, and other things that I probably. Now that I know how to work this Zoom, I'm gonna try to see if I can zoom into this to the motorcycle. Okay, here we go. There it is. There are several witnesses. DOA is dead on arrival. What I do know is they were not. They were unresponsive and unconscious. And I overheard maybe somebody, one of the officers on the scene. It's not confirmed, but they were undergoing some surgery right now. Normally, if they had helmets on, somebody asked a question about helmets, you would see the helmets. I don't see any helmets. That doesn't mean that they were not wearing the helmets. It's just I didn't see it when I was on the other side before they actually closed off the whole scene here. I do know this is a very busy intersection, all hours of the night. Um, but mostly during the daytime. This intersection is very busy. As you can see, it goes north to south, east to west. At this intersection, you got people crossing, you got cars turning left, cars turning right, cars going straight. You got pedestrians and motorcycles, people on bikes. I know this intersection. This is probably not the first time something like this has happened. Let's see if we can get a little closer look at that motorcycle. You can see police officer there taking shots of the intersection from every angle. And also, there was also a report that the vehicle was on fire or the motorcycle was on fire. Fire department was here earlier. As I was pulling up, they were leaving, but I cannot confirm there was a fire because I didn't see any fire. So I wish I can tell you which way the vehicles were going. I I don't know if they were going straight, left, or right. But from what I'm looking at, we have a side impact on that vehicle there. That could have been the motorcycle accident. It could have been head on. It could have been them turning left. But we have full airbag deployment here. Let's go. Let's get back over here and walk through these cops. Hi guys. Yeah, look at that. That's both passenger and Driver's side airbag deployment right there. Uh, looks like somebody crossed the crime scene tape, and they're getting met by 5 officers. Oops, hold up. There we go. So this will be like this until the highway unit basically conducts an investigation. After they conduct an investigation, this scene will clear up and the streets will be opened up again. But it's imperative that these guys, when they do this type of collision investigation, they need all the space possible to determine, you know, uh, vehicle travel speed, uh, and as well as getting witness statements from the officers that were on scene. I've been in a lot of these scenes, and they always take this many officers. Well, especially this intersection, like I said before, because it's a four-way intersection going north to south. Okay, north and south, east and west. They had to close down the every entry point to this intersection, so they need all the officers to close down. And as you can see, it's not even enough because you got people still walking through the crime scene, and they can actually contaminate the crime scene. I know it's not a murder or anything, but these people are fighting for their life, and anything that can help determine, you know, what actually happened. We don't know if the driver is conscious. Like you can see, he's taking a picture of Mizuno, just the headlight on the floor, just where it landed. And I do this on a nightly basis, probably like 7 days a week. I report to shootings, fires, accidents like this. Oh, cool, David, you're a volunteer for LA. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, so you kind of have an idea of basically what's going on here. New York is just a little bit more, I believe, and I could be wrong, strict when it comes to these type of scenes. But like I said, they've always closed down every intersection. They make it a lot of space for the officers to conduct their work. They're taking a video or a photo of the impact of that windshield there. Oh, here we go. More people cross the crime scene tape. So this is our first live stream. Okay, we're going to be continuing to do this more frequently. We have a team out here that does a lot of daytime work. I'm the nighttime guy, and you can find our stuff on YouTube under FNT, which is Freedom News TV, and www.freedomnews.tv. It's a good question. When I first got here, I did try to ask a couple of people, but at this time of night, for some reason or another, um, the people that were here uh, were were all over the place as to what happened. You know, they were telling me they knew there was an accident, but they didn't know the details. And how do I say this to be not to sound mean or anything, but they weren't credible, if you know what I mean. So I couldn't get much out of them. I actually got more information out of the officers than I normally do here in New York. But that there was two people involved. There was serious condition. I What I don't know is the driver of the vehicle and whether if it was a drunk driver or speeding or somebody ate a light or ran a light or anything like that. Somebody asked the question, why would you film this? Now, you know, I got a report of what happens. If I don't report it, somebody else is going to report it. Uh, I don't get a kick out of reporting people's misery. You know, I sell this information to the news, this footage. If anybody's watching that knows what I'm talking about, this information gets to the news stations. And that's how I make a living right now. We got some nice lighting going on from the ambulance. Look at that. What I mean they weren't credible is they what I got from the police officer and what they were telling me are told two different things. One was telling me that they were dead laying on the floor, and the other guy said it was two females. One person told me it was a male and a female. You know, we can't confirm that, obviously, but the police just can tell me that it's just two people involved at this time. That's what I mean. They're not credible. Well, I hope you don't get into a crash, Mark. That would not be good. This is not why I do this. Thank God I don't do my own investigation. I just film. You ask a question and I answer the best possible way. Well, for any updates, you guys want to check out our YouTube channel and our website. This will be posted on here. We will have a little bit more detailed information as the night goes on, and as the police gets the information to the press. Right now, obviously, we can only go by what we hear from the police and from what other people are telling us at this time. But the basic facts that we need to know at this time: two people are seriously injured or fighting for their life in the hospital right now. There's a motorcycle involved with a vehicle, and that's all we have at this time. Any other person that can tell you more, I can hardly doubt it. So make sure you guys tune in next time and check out our website, www.freedomnews.tv, and we'll see you on the next one.